Hello students, welcome to MGC Learning. Today we are going to study chapter 1 of Computer Science 2, that is Introduction to Microprocessor and Organization of 8085. And the topic is flag register and block diagram of ALU. So let's begin. So in this chapter we are going to study what is flag register and block diagram of ALU. What is flag register? The flag register is a special purpose register depending upon the value of result after any arithmetic and logical operation. The flag base becomes set or reset. Set means 1 and reset means 0. So it will be depending upon the after performing an arithmetic and logical operation. So it is a special purpose register. So this is a diagram of flag register. In this flag register, there are 8 bit of information. There are 5 active flags. The first one is sign flag, zero flag, auxiliary carry flag, parity flag, and carry flag. So there are 5 active flags in the flag register. Sign flag. Sign flag means after any operation, the most significant bit, that is D7 of the result is 1, it indicates the number is negative. And the sign flag becomes set, that is 1. If the most significant bit is 0, it indicates the number is positive. And the sign flag becomes reset, that is 0. Set means 1, that is negative, and reset means 0, that is positive. So I will give you one example. In the first example, after performing arithmetic and logical operation, the result is 1001 and 1010. So this is a most significant bit, that is 1. So most significant bit I am getting 1. So sign flag is equal to 1. So if it is indicating 1, so it is a negative value. In the second example, in this example, so this is a most significant bit, I am getting 0. So sign is equal to 0. So it's a positive number. Next one, zero flag. Zero flag means after any arithmetical logical operation, if the result is 0, 0, and the zero flag becomes set, that is 1. Otherwise, it becomes reset, that is 0. So I will give you one example. The first example, after performing arithmetical logical operation, the result is 1001 1010. So I'm getting the result is 1001 means the binary bit is 1001 means hexadecimal will be 9, and 1010 means the hexadecimal is 8. So I'm getting the result is 9. So I'm not getting 0 0. So zero flag is equal to 0. The next example, so I'm getting 0 0 in all the bits. So zero flag is equal to 1. So 1 means I want the result will be 0 in all the bits. Auxiliary carry flag. Auxiliary carry flag means this flag is used in BCD number system. BCD means binary coded decimal, that is 0 to 9. So we are already seen in 11th standard. If after any arithmetic logical operation bit D3 generates any carry and passes on to D4, this flag becomes set, that is 1. Otherwise it becomes reset, that is 0. This is only the flag register which is not accessible by the programmer. So this is an example. So I'm doing 8-bit addition. The first 8-bit is 1011 1100. The second 8-bit is 1101 and 1110. So I am doing the addition 000 011. 1 means I'm getting 10. So I'm putting 0 here and this is a carry 1. Next one 1110. 10 plus 1 11. So I'm getting 11. So I'm putting 1 and 1 is carry. Here triple 1 means 11. So I'm getting carry here 1. So 1 means 10. So putting 0 here, 1 is carry. Next one 110. 1 means 10. So I'm putting 0 here and 1 is carry. So triple 1 means I'm getting 11. So I'm doing the addition of 8-bit numbers, but I'm getting one more bit, that is a 9th bit. This is called your 9th bit. So that is called the auxiliary carry is equal to 1. If I'm doing addition, but I'm not getting any extra bit. So auxiliary carry is equal to 0. So in this example, I'm getting the extra bit. that is the extra bit, that is the ninth bit I am getting. So auxiliary carry is equal to 1. Parity flag. If after any arithmetical logical operation, the result is even parity and even number of one base, the parity register becomes set, that is 1. Otherwise, it becomes reset, that is 0. So I will give you one example. The first example, so after doing arithmetical and logical operation, the result is 1001, 1010. So I am getting how many one numbers? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. For 4 is the even number. So even parity is getting. So even parity means parity is equal to 1. This is the second example. So how many number of ones? So in this second example, I have three ones. That is 1, 2, 3. So I'm getting odd parity. Odd parity means parity is equal to 0. Carry flag. Carry is generated when performing n bit operations and the result is more than n bits. Then this flag becomes set. That is 1. Otherwise, it becomes reset. That is 0. So first example, so I'm doing the addition of 8-bit numbers, but I'm getting 9-bit. So this is the extra bit I'm getting. That is called a carry. So carry is equal to 1. The second example, I'm doing addition of 2 numbers. So I'm getting the result is 1001, 1010. So I'm not getting any carry. So I'm getting the only 8-bit. So carry is equal to 0. So I will show you one example. So I'm doing the addition of BC and DE. So the hexadecimal B is equal to 11 and C is equal to 12. So I'm doing addition 12 plus 14, that is 26. 26 minus 16. What is minus 16? 16 means the last hexadecimal number is 16. So I am subtracting 26 minus 16. So I am getting the value is 10. 10 means in hexadecimal that is A. Next one B plus T. I am getting A, so I am getting extra bit, that is carry. So I am putting carry here, that is 1. Next one B plus D. So 11 plus 13. So I am getting 24. Already one carry is there. That is coming from the C plus E. So I am getting 25. 25 minus 16, the value is 9. So the result is 9. So this is a binary information of data. I'm doing B. B, the value of a binary is 1011. The C value is 1100. Second bit is D. D value is 1101 and the E value is 1110. Now I'm doing the addition 000, 011, 1110. So I'm getting one carry. So this is a carry. So 111 means 11. So 1 is putting here, 1 is carry. So now also I'm getting carry. So 111 means 11. 1 is putting here, 1 is a carry. This is a carry. 1 means 10. I am also getting now also carry. 1. 1 means 10. So 1 is a carry. So 111 means 11. So I am getting 9 bit. So I am doing addition of 8 bit, but I am getting 9 bit. That is called a 1. So this is called a 1. 1 is considered as a carry. So carry is equal to 1. Here set is equal to 1 and reset is equal to 0. See the first one, D7 bit. D7 means that is a most significant bit. That is, this is called a most significant bit. So in this example, after performing arithmetical logical information, this is a flag register. So I am putting this information into the flag registers. The first one, D7 is equal to 1. D7 means this is 1. That is a most significant bit. So when it will be 1, so sign is equal to 1. When I am getting 0, so it will be 0. Next one is 0 flag. 0 flag, it means after doing arithmetic on a logical operation, finally the result will be 0, 0. But I am getting in this place, the value is 9. That is, I'm not getting fully 0. I'm getting 1001, 1010. So I am not getting 00H. So this 0 flag is equal to 1. For example, I am getting 00. So 0 flag is equal to 0. Next one is auxiliary carry. Auxiliary carry means this is a bit D3. This one is bit D3. So when I am getting bit D3, that is carry, it will be move to your D4. So it will be considered as the auxiliary carry. So in bit D3 I am getting 1 carry. So it will be transferred to that is bit D4. So this is called the auxiliary carry. If in this place bit D3 I am not getting any carry. So it will be considered as a 0. Next one, parity. So in this example, how many one is there? There are four ones. Four ones means this is a even parity. Even parity means parity is equal to 1. For example, I am getting odd parity. Example 3, 1. So P is equal to 0. So this is an example of flag register. Next topic is block diagram of ELU. ELU means it is a 8-bit unit. It is a logical circuit and it is used to perform arithmetic and logical operation. Arithmetic means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And logical operation means and or not. So it is the building blocks of the CPU of a computer. So we are using registers. So status register, shifter, binary adder, temporary register, accumulator also a register. So these are the register we are using in the A. So first understand what do you mean by register. It means it is small amount of storage available as part of a CPU. All information in a computer is stored in and manipulated in the form of binary numbers. So computer will understand only binary numbers, that is 0 and 1. The first one is binary adder. Binary adder means it is a digital circuit that performs addition of numbers. It performs arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, increment, decrement, etc. With a result fed back into the accumulator via internal data bus. So here the finally result will be stored in the accumulator with the help of internal CPU bus. So in many computers, adders are used in the arithmetic logical unit. It also used in other parts of the processor also. So it is used to calculate the addresses. Next one, status register. It is a register that contains a group of individual flip-flop that can be set or reset based on the condition created by the last ELU operation. So it will be affected by the last ELU operations. So it means status register set or reset according to the ELU operation. So flags are set, reset, yeah, set. It will be depending upon the status register. Next one is shifter. Shifter means it performs logical operations like rotate left, rotate right, etc. Result is finally placed in the accumulator. Finally, all the result will be placed in the accumulator. The binary information, it is also called as a shift register. It means the binary information is each flip-flop to its next flip-flop in a selection direction. Selection direction means left or right. So it is called a shift register. So register is a group of flip-flop. So flip-flop using one bit of information. In one flip-flop, there is a one bit of information. So I will give you one example. There are 4 bit. Example 1010. For shift register selecting a direction line like left. So it will be shift to 0 to 1, 1 to 0, 0 to 1. Finally the 1 will be that is the output. So these three registers, shifter, status register and binary adder, these are closely associated with the ALU. Next one is temporary register and accumulator. Temporary register is based on to hold the arithmetical and logical operations. So it is used for the temporary purpose. So actually the ALU has two inputs. The first one is one input is supplied by the temporary register and the second input is supplied by the temporary registers. So these two are the input, temporary register and the accumulator. The programmer cannot access these temporary registers. It is internally used for execution most of the arithmetical logical operations. There are two temporary registers, that is W and Z. It is used to hold 8-bit data during the execution of the some instructions. So these registers are not available for the programmer. So it will not be used by the programmer. So it is used by the microprocessor in the internally, that is 8080 by microprocessor. Next one is accumulator. The another name for accumulator is A register. A register. So it is a 8-bit register. So it is used in 8085 to perform arithmetical and logical operations. So all data transfer by the CPU and I/O devices are performed through the accumulator only. So finally the result will be stored in the accumulator. So these are the parts of the ALU. So in this video we are seeing flag raised and block diagram of ALU. Thank you.